for round 3 around Baku, Azerbaijan. Joined by Taze Leroy here. Unfortunately, we're missing Connor today as he is out with illness. But you've got us two lovely people to entertain you as we watch these talented drivers go around this track. Here we go.
I wouldn't say lovely people much.
One shot qualifying, as always here in Div 2 for the F2 cars. Lorenzo Racer getting a very good exit out of turn 1, up into P1 already. AG30 going to P2 there for a second, dropping down to P3. Fruit Loop on his debut here at New Horizons.
Obviously not
on a very
won last week,
positive lap. Jay Marsh, shocker really, down in P8 as race winner in round 1. H. Collins retiring from the session. There goes his lap, he'll be starting P10. Lorenzo Racer keeping provisional pole. Jay Marsh, as I was saying, very shocking to be seen down in P8 as he won the opening race in Bahrain, P2 in China last week. It'll be interesting to see what he can do in the race. Feared by Gaming, P4, which is very surprising. J Marsh up to P6. Lorenzo Racer, Fruit Loop, AG30. Feared by Gaming, Fredricas, J Marsh, DB, 1607, Bradley Ellis, TNRT Jonas, and H. Collins. That is the current grid order as we go down to this long back straight any second now.
If Lorenzo can get pole, I believe he'll be his second in a row, as he got it last week in China. Which will be already 4 points behind, so.
Here we go. Through the S's. DB retiring from the session, P9 for him.
I think Lorenzo has it here. And
Lorenzo Racer gets pole in Azerbaijan, followed by Fruit Loop, AG30, Feared by Gaming, Fredricas, J Marsh, Bradley, and T Jonas, who has now crossed the line.
The Campos is 1 and 3, and that's a very good. I believe it's Campos anyway, having a very good qualifying.
Yes, very good by the Campos team there of AG30 and Lorenzo Racer.
And Lorenzo, obviously, after his pole and win last week, he already bags 4 points.
Grid rundown before Azerbaijan lights out. Lorenzo Racer P1, Fruit Loop P2, sorry. AG30 P3, Feared by Gaming P4, Fredricas P5, J Marsh P6, Bradley Yellis P7, T Jonas P8, DB P9, and H Collins P10. Pretty disappointing from the Carlin man here. Very strong in F2 cars. Hopefully he'll be able to pull something back in the race here.
I mean, Feared by Gaming in P4, that's solid.
Yeah, there's very. You should be positive going into this race. Hopefully, not making too many mistakes rear end wise.
Yeah.
The talk. Sorry, carry on.
How many people is the castle section going to climb?
I'm saying 2 people are going to retire through castle.
I'm going to say 3.
I think turn 1 could be pretty interesting, but I guess we'll find out here.
Hopefully no one dies.
The torque on these F2 cars it's a lot more than the F1 cars, so it's very easy to, lose the back end. Putting onto the power.
People are wondering why the stream is early. It's because, well, we went about 7 minutes early, so yeah.
Yes. Formation lap here. Hope everybody.
Everyone apart from TJ is on the ultra softs. You have TJ on the soft tires, I believe. No, medium tires. And then mine, those are super softs. I'm very bad. I'm very bad with the F2 tires. Oh, Fruit Loop as well in his first race in P2. That's good by him. That's a very good qualifier.
Very good for Fruit Loop on his debut here to qualify P2. Looks like a very talented racer. Unfortunately missing Charlie tonight as he retired in China last week.
Oh, you're China.
He's a good racer as well. Hopefully.
He would have had to win last week as well.
Yes. Yeah. But
I think him and Lorenzo had contact, I think.
No, I think it was him and Fredricas, not. It was him and Fredricas, not Lorenzo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He only less than 3 weeks to Christmas, huh?
Yes,
so
3 weeks till Christmas. Merry Christmas in advance to anyone who is watching currently, or doesn't have the chance
or is watching afterwards.
Yes. Hopefully you all have a very Merry Christmas, and hope you get all that you want.
Obviously, in 2 weeks' time, that is the last Division 2 race before Christmas. So.
Stream looking a lot better this week. Thanks guys and good luck. I'll be back next week.
Connor saying thank you for the good stream. Sorry about the voiceover. See comments being read out. Have to probably check that for next time. Apologies in advance if there's any comments that do show up. Or
AG and shared by gaming knocked himself disqualified.
The clutch on that Carlin is going pretty crazy. But here we go, coming down the back straight to line up on the grid for the third race of the season.
Yes, I'm calling about if I get one soon, my friend.
Yes, yes.
Bradley's ahead of everyone for some reason. On top. No, he's in 7th.
That is a interesting camera view.
Okay, Lewis, I will leave the start all up to you.
Yes. Four red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go in Azerbaijan. Fruit Loop getting a very good start down into turn 1. Trying to go down the inside of Lorenzo Racer. Spinning into the wall goes AG30 and Fruit Loop. Not a very good start there for the... Oh, and also Jay Marsh caught up in that as well. The championship leader not having a great start. Feared by Gaming up into the position podium positions.
Here comes Collins and DB. Oh, down into
Feared by Gaming in the wall. There goes his front wing there. Bradley Yellis up into P5.
Division 2 Canada flashbacks instead of baseball gaming. That's true about gaming.
Oh no. Obviously we said it last week on the stream, if anybody doesn't know, I retired last season in Division 2 at Canada, right into the World of Champions.
I think everyone, I mean most people know you.
Collins
I'm surprised. I thought Lorenzo hit the outside wall. After turn 1, into turn 1, I think he hit the wall, but I don't know.
H. Collins getting a very good start, going from P10 down to P4 in the first couple of corners.
Down, you mean up to P4, not down to P4.
Did I say down to P4? Sorry. Chasing after DB, who is DB making and H. Collins making contact with the wall.
And they both have wing damage. I saw
both of them having wing damage now. Run down the grid after lap 1. Lorenzo Racer P1, Frederick has P2. DB
if they
P3.
both pit, that's gonna allow Bradley in a podium position.
Yes.
I didn't know me saying that.
That is.
Oh, DB goes on the wall again.
Oh, DB over defending there, almost putting H. Collins in the wall. getting the move
DB's
done, does
coming in.
H. Collins. Lorenzo Racer getting provisional fastest lap. DB into the pits now.
Oh my god, he nearly killed himself in the wall again. Bradley in P4, yeah, did not expect to be saying that. Shared White Gaming is in. AG's in, Flint Rope's in. Yep, they're all in. And Phil gets a 5 second penalty. Oh, that's a shame. Because he had such a good start, he went down the inside of Lorenzo, and it wasn't anyone's fault, well, the F2 cars don't have any traction, so it's pretty difficult to get traction on them, so I think that's what happened to him in the end.
Yeah, DB getting past Fruit Loop in the pit lane, oddly enough. I don't know what's happened to the Campos there. No, yeah, the Campos, sorry. Hold on. Oh! A Fruit Loop doing a Grosjean and pinning it at the end of the pit lane. Puts it in the wall.
I think you can tell he's probably on no traction and struggles at the traction on this car a lot, which is fair enough. Because there is absolutely no traction in these cars.
But what a start from Lorenzo Racer. Jumping up to P1 already. After
he started in P1 once.
Sorry, hold on. Jumping at moving the gap to 3 seconds between him and Fredricas.
You have TJ and Brownlee.
H. Collins up into the podium positions for now. That could all change, obviously, with his wing damage. He might have to replace his wing, but T. John is here, chasing after Bradley.
You have J-Mars, well, not the far behind. J-Mars, obviously, after spinning in turn 1, is not meaning the bad recovery.
Whether T. Jonas can get the move done this lap will be a whole nother question. Gaining on Bradley Yellis here.
I think he'll have it.
Going round to the right hand side of his car, getting that move done very nicely before turn 1.
I think J-Mars will have this move done soon, or maybe even going into turn 3 if they believe in us.
There you go. T. Jonas up to P4 now, followed by Bradley and J. Marsh.
Oh yeah, I think J. Marsh could have Bradley, but Bradley has DRS off. TJ would think could keep him ahead. And it's showing for me that J. Marsh isn't using DRS.
J. Marsh gaining, not able to dive down the inside.
I think we'll be able. Is he gonna try and risk it? Well, I think he's trying to.
J. Marsh going round the outside.
Oh!
What a move that is by J. Marsh. What a sensational move around the outside for P5 there. Bradley Yellis obviously going from Fruit Loop has retired.
Oh, Frederick has hit the wall in the castle section and he lost his right end plate.
Fruit Loop there, maybe hitting the wall somewhere, maybe due to his damage. Might be able to see it on Lorenzo Racer's view, but I'm not sure where.
I was just spectating Frederick as he went to the council and then crashed.
Did I say Frederick? I meant Fruit Loop. Did I say Fruit Loop or did I say?
He will get points for 1-0.
Anyway, Frederick will have to come into the pit. This means he's gonna drop down behind Brockman. Yeah, he has to come in. And he does.
Feared by Gaming, I think has damage. Yeah, Feared by Gaming has damage on both end plates of his front wing.
Frederick has on the mediums. Oh, 5 seconds on the felony. That is not great.
But H. Collins now up into P2 behind Lorenzo Racer. Still with that damage.
Can J-Marsh catch TJ and maybe get on the podium? I think it's unlikely, but you never know. And then like Frederick has become a distant P6.
Lorenzo Racer increasing the gap to double digits between him and P2. Very commanding start to this race from the Campos driver.
You have one Campos right at the front, and you have one Campos right at the back.
AG30 looking to chase down Feared by Gaming now. Having the front wing advantage, hopefully can get this move done within the next few laps cleanly.
I think Collins seems to be struggling. Look, TJ is gaining a lot. TJ, it's going to be a big threat for P2 for when these go pit probably.
T. Jonas being a very fast driver in Division 1 in the F1 cars, looking pretty fast here as well in the F2 cars, having a few successful races.
Here, if you just excuse me for a second, I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So, excuse me a minute.
Alright. Left on my own. AG30 bringing the gap down to 1.2 between him and Feared by Gaming. Maybe be able to get this move done down the back straight into turn 1 maybe, if he can gain enough through this final sector. Well, the second sector, sorry. Feared by Gaming also looking to chase down DB, so this could be a very good fight for P7 here. The Carlin, the Campos, and the Russian time, all looking to keep the position. But DB, I think, hitting slight hit with the wall there. J Marsh and H Collins both in the pits now. J Marsh changing his front wing and okay, sorry, I don't know if H Collins' car was stuck there or if he was serving a penalty maybe, but here we go. Look, Feared by Gaming up into P7, but going into the pits. AG30 moving into P7 ahead of DB here, goes a bit deep into turn 1. DB looking for the switchback, but can't get it done, braking early into turn 2. AG30 almost hitting the wall. I'm not sure if he did there or not, but DB here looking for the move into turn 3. Hopefully with the DRS going around the outside of AG30, but slowing down. Somebody there in the wall. It's J Marsh, the championship leader. He hasn't had a very good race so far, or qualifying. Not looking like he's enjoying this race at all. AG30 now up to P6 ahead of DB, J Marsh, and Feared by Gaming. Lorenzo Racer increasing his gap to T. Jonas by 16 seconds. The gap between Bradley and T. Jonas is also 15 seconds. Bradley still having to pit. Oh, Bradley colliding with the wall there. Caught that very well on the stream there. DB's retired. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe Castle. No, not Castle. Looking like he's put it. That could be a very nasty crash for the Russian time here. Oh, that is not a nice place to put it in the wall. Lorenzo Racer now into the pits, comes up behind T. Jonas, getting.
Lorenzo needs to outscore Marsh by 5 points to take drivers' championship lead.
There we go. I think that was Connor saying that Lorenzo needs to score 5 more points than J Marsh here to score to get the provisional lead of the Drivers' Championship. Whether it'll stay that way at the end of the season, nobody knows, but I think it'll be a very interesting season. Bradley Ellis now into the pits along with AG30. AG30 get a 5-second time penalty, full speeding in the pit lane. Bradley changing his front wing, and same with AG30. Downforce on these F2 cars are a lot. They have a lot less downforce than the ordinary F1 cars. Lorenzo Racer only 9 seconds behind T. Jonas. T. Jonas not yet pitting on those yellow wall medium tyres. Looking to maybe keep that lead for, maybe increase the gap if he can, which would be very difficult as Lorenzo is on new tyres, fresher medium tyres. Biggest winner and biggest loser. Let's have a look. T. Jonas looking like the biggest winner with up by 7 places. Fruit Loop not having a very nice.
This is what happens when your parents are putting Christmas decorations on.
Debut racer Biggest Loser being down 8 places and out of this race. H. Collins, the second biggest winner, up 6 places, up into P4, but behind Frederikas, who is a very fast driver, so it'd be very difficult for him to catch him, to get that podium position. But anything can happen in these races, so it'd be very. It just takes T. Jonas, Lorenzo, or Frederikas to put it in the wall somewhere, and that puts everybody behind them up a position. We could have a very shocking end to the race, because Azerbaijan is a very technical circuit.
It's Azerbaijan, that's all I need to say.
There you go. Wise words there from the Irishman.
What do you want to say, Lewis?
I mean, I'm just calling you wise. What's wrong with that?
You said from the Irishman.
Yeah, you're Irish.
I know I'm Irish.
Feared by Gaming back into the pits now. Not looking like he's having a very fun race here around Baku. AG30 up into P7. Hitting the wall again, looking like he's got very severe wing damage. Serving his 5-second time penalty.
Feared by Gaming's Feared by Gaming's crash.
Yep.
He's
not replaced his front wing. It doesn't look like they've got a front wing to give him. So by the looks of it, he's got to stick the rest of this race on that damaged front wing. Lorenzo Racer bringing that gap down to 7.6 between him and T. Jonas now. Looking like T. Jonas has less aero as he moves away from him slightly down the straights.
Yes,
Lorenzo.
Lewis, a little bit off topic. I was watching YouTube Championship yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And channel patch. I mean, I know I'm getting off topic, but there's no battles, so I think we should be allowed to.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Lap 8 of 15 now.
Oh, AG, no, Feared
by Gaming in the wall now. Safety car deployed. Everybody to slow down. This is gonna make the race very interesting now. God, Feared by Gaming in the wall at the exact same place that DB did it. This is gonna vary the race up a bit. Lorenzo Racer looking to overtake T. Jonas, sorry, not DB, for the lead of the race.
This is gonna like J-Man. No, I think everyone's gonna pit on super sauce now.
Yeah, people probably see action in the pit lane. People coming on to softer tires, softer and faster tires.
And then again, that will mean TJ will keep his first place.
At the moment. Safety car. Probably not out for the rest of this race, but probably having about 3 or 4 laps of racing left to go here in Azerbaijan. But very eventful.
Favorite time of the year? Considering we never say guys, what's your favorite time of the year? Is it summer holidays, is it for school, or is it Christmas?
I think the drivers have treated us to an early Christmas present. T. Jonas now into the pits. Maybe going on to those super soft purple
there
tires.
There goes Lorenzo.
And it looks like, yes, the purple super soft tires going on that Sauber Junior
TJ
car.
will be in
Is that
second.
Sauber Junior car? I'm not sure.
It is Sauber Junior.
There you go. Lorenzo Racer drive-through penalty for Lorenzo, speeding under the safety car. That is gonna blow his race win.
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, TJ's gonna go into the wall.
As the famous into the barrier would say. Lorenzo not gonna be happy with that. But
that could end up dropping him down to last or something like that.
It'd be very interesting if Lorenzo can win this race now. DRS may be being enabled for the last lap or so around here, but
and guys, are you wondering? I mean, races are actually being streamed in NHRL.
Yes, and we don't have a potato to stream it. I've actually got some decent Ethernet cable internet this time.
Ethernet?
Yeah, I've got that. I've got that Ethernet cable.
I am going to stab you.
My internet isn't that good without it, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, okay, all I do is turn around, I look out my door and I just see my Christmas
Lorenzo's slowing down. Where's... Okay, sped back up now. Maybe hoping to back T. Jonas up. Or maybe make the safety car come in a bit early. Obviously, still having to serve this drive-through penalty, only going around once, but T. Jonas having to brake to stop himself from going into the back of... There you go. Lorenzo racing into the pits now for his drive-through.
He can't serve it under a safety car.
He cannot serve it under a safety car, so he's going
no!
He's gone onto the mediums.
Oh dear!
For the final few laps of this race, which is a very interesting decision from the Campos driver.
No, he probably didn't mean to. He probably thought he could serve your drive-through. That's what he probably thought. But you can't under the safety car. Oh.
AG30 actually overtaking Bradley, Bradley under the safety car, I think. So I don't know what's going on there.
It's gonna be the likes of J-Man's back into the comment is not hit. J-Man's after all that shenanigans still got a podium. TJ after all the shenanigans just end up getting the win. Collins can get a podium starting last. Jesus Christ, what's happening in this race?
Bradley actually spun. That's why he's now behind. Oh, AG30 hitting the wall there as Bradley touched the wall there at turn 2, getting wing damage for the number 16 driver. But H. Collins, yeah, as you were saying,
surprised no one's gone immature and there's number 69 on them.
Luca has, Fid by Gaming has number 69 on his car, so that is very common. So we do have one
immature, you know, we're all... I'm trying to keep the stream mature, so I won't say what I want to say. But anyway.
T. Jonas up into the lead of this race currently, followed by H. Collins, who was looking like not getting a podium after going from the back of the grid
up
to P2.
Because Bradley is not caught up.
You have to wait until the last guy's caught up.
DP stuck around for this long. I'm surprised.
Everybody's getting closer, so we'll be in next lap. So we will have about four or five laps of racing at the start of lap 12.
Which means there'll be DRS for 2 laps.
Yes, it will. Will it?
Actually, no, it'll be on the final lap.
Yeah, H. Collins hoping he could get the win here if he can get the jump on T. Jonas here at the start. Lorenzo Racer not looking like he's going to get this win now, as he's on the slower tyres, the top 3 here.
And that drive-through,
and the drive-through.
He'll have to serve it,
Everybody else, Bradley now pitting. Bradley pitting means that the safety car is going to stay out for longer, I think. I think that's how it works. unless you can catch up this lap. So
Lorenzo will have to come in before the final lap. If he does not, he will get the score one. I don't think it matters whether whether it's on the safety car or not. I think it's just he has to serve it.
It doesn't
that
look like.
He doesn't have any sets of final like anything.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Bradley Ellis is going to get round this lap.
Can this safety car flipping come in like? I want racing. Give it to me.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Is it viewers need racing?
I will be back in a second. Sorry, I am ill myself actually, so I'm just gonna go grab a tissue, and I'll be back in a sec.
Spectate TJ just in case. You probably just spectate TJ, guys, so I'm gonna have to rewind. I think this game will be staying out again. Oh, it is in this map. Here we are, we're getting ready for the safety car restart. You have, I'll run through the grid order now. You have TJ in first, Colin second, Frederick in third, Lorenzo in fourth, J Marsh in fifth, AG in sixth, and Bradley in 1 7th. It's safety cars in this map, mate, so.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna get the job. Obviously, there's no taking until the start finish line. So.
T. John is waiting to put his foot down. Here we go. Back to racing speed here in Baku for these final few laps. I do not think that Collins is going to be able to get the jump, but Frederikas going off the track. That's probably going to be an illegal overtake.
That's illegal. But
side by side racing here into turn 2, sorry. Lorenzo and J Marsh.
Oh, Lorenzo's round.
Lorenzo still having to serve that drive through.
That is a torrid.
I think his race here could be over.
Frederikas down the inside as he goes no.
Frederikas losing the back end of his.
This should allow AJ podium. This will allow J Marsh podium. You never know. I think, and Collins is still getting one, even though he's on the slow one, medium term.
Who?
Collins still get. He's on the podium. Lorenzo's retired.
Lorenzo has retired. Frederikas and H. Collins here battling into the castle section.
Jesus,
that could have been a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh, AJ and J Marsh. There we go.
J Marsh waiting to pounce on that.
I mean, Lorenzo's race just went from. Well, it just went from a very good race to an absolutely horrible race. You have Frederikas on the locker. Oh, AJ's got into the wall.
Frederikas drooling to get past the Carlin of H. Collins here. I had it in my head. I had to use it.
Yeah,
I had to use it.
Okay, here we go. We'll be a Sauber Junior Team 1-2.
AG30 touching the wall there. He's got damage to his left side of his wing. J Marsh.
It'll be a Sauber Junior.
T. John is picking up the fastest lap here.
Here comes Frederikas down the inside. Oh, and Collins
goes wide. Sorry, I didn't pick that up. Actually, I was watching T. Jonas. AG30 into the pits.
Yeah. Probably, I think it's on stick at P4 even more star range. So.
J Marsh now chasing down H. Collins for that final podium position. Sorry. T. Jonas looking like he could go on to win this race now, unless Frederikas can pull something out of the bag in these final 2.5 laps ish. AG30 down to P6 behind Bradley.
Some of the teams are running out of full wings at the moment.
J Marsh actually now 3/10 behind H. Collins.
Well, the one that wore this battle will go down to the end. If I think J Marsh, if Collins can hold him off, it could happen.
Oh, they almost touch, almost contact between the two drivers.
Collins is gonna have to defend this for his life. I'm not gonna check penalties. We don't check penalties. Let's forget about the penalties. It gets rid of the excitement. So.
Gonna try down the inside. No, he's cut the corner slightly. That should have been a warning at least, I reckon. Hoping to get the better exit is J Marsh. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
I think Collins got the better exit, but anyway. Slipstream is gonna be
J Marsh.
They're causing speed.
Oh, touching.
I don't remember doing that. They're inside of each other, man.
Look at this battle from outside of the cars. J Marsh going down the inside, getting squeezed by H. Collins. That is a sensational defensive move from H. Collins.
I want to point out the Sauber Junior team are getting maximum points, apart from obviously the pole position, maximum points for the race. We're a 1-2 at the moment. I'm fastest enough to go with it, so. On a really good day, but also. And DRS is here, by the way, so.
This could turn out to be the most unlikely of podiums for J Marsh, having a disaster of a race earlier, spinning after the first lap, having to pit, and now he's back up fighting for the last spot on the podium behind H. Collins. H. Collins also having a difficult race himself, starting P10, now being in P3. Both drivers, I think, do deserve podium positions, but I feel like this could go down to the last lap. You are quite correct.
I think Collins, if he wants to be ahead, he needs to try and play tactical way less J Marsh do so he gets to the DRS.
We could have a Hamilton-Gasly moment, drag race to the line, except this is Baku and not Brazil, you know.
Bottas, Stroll.
It's close enough. Yeah, well, yeah, Bottas and Stroll.
Jesus, that's 2017 season 2 was a long time ago. Anyway,
J Marsh, 4 tenths or so behind H. Collins here, hoping to get the run onto this Carlin.
Oh, he just seems to get better drawing out on that corner.
And I also think I called. Oh no, I was right. J Marsh up into the podium spots as of now. Will H. Collins fight back into turn 2, but he's going to dive down the inside of turn 1. Oh my gosh, this is great racing from the two drivers.
That's the cleanest dive bomb you've ever seen.
H. Collins diving down the inside again, getting the worst exit out of the two of them. Neither of them actually getting DRS, which is pretty surprising. But if H. Collins could keep this, he's in the wall. That's just ruined his podium hopes here. H. Collins, unfortunately, hitting the wall.
We need to watch the. Well, I'm not going to do anything, but my driver of the day at the moment. Oh, AG has just 30. He's just crashed on purpose. Jesus, I spectated him when I was he was just carrying him. So.
Oh.
Sounds like, no offense to AG, sounds like someone he'd do.
Driver of the day.
TJ.
I might have to go with H. Collins hitting the wall at the castle section. I got 1 out of 2. I got half. I said Bradley actually might he will claim P4 unless he hits the wall.
Oh, hang on. You have to watch TJ. He's coming to the final section. It's been absolutely. It's where he started P9, I believe. And it's just, meanwhile, he's been Mr. Consistent, and he will cross the line in a few moments' time to be the winner of the Division 2 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He wins in Baku.
Very commanding drive in these last few laps.
His teammate comes home in second for a Sauber Junior team 1-2.
Watch TJ.
Gary Marshall in P3. Cody Friesen after third and Bradley a distant P4, but P4, which, I mean, look, Bradley's the driver who just does not seem to DNF at all. He's like the Williams driver in real life. Obviously, no offense to him. He's like he's not usually there, but he's there to pick up the scraps.
I think I'm gonna have to give driver of the day to Jay Marsh, having the spin at the start, fighting back to claim the last spot on the podium. T. Jonas as well, having a very good drive as well, but I'm gonna have to give it to Jay Marsh, having a very, very good race towards the end here. Obviously, safety car helping a lot, but nonetheless,
Marsh still has driver's lead.
So are we gonna have podium interviews, my friend?
Yes, I'm gonna invite Jay Marsh. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Whoops. Yeah, what? Yeah, okay, yeah. Before you go, can you just accept the, Sorry, what's Frederick Ass's numbers at the end of his name? 98.
AG6, Lorenzo 7th, Fieldway Gaming 8th, DB 9th, and Fruit Loop 10th. And did Lorenzo complete 90%? Even if he didn't, he'll still get 4 points for the pole position, so it has been
very, very good race from this Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
I've got to shoot off, so
yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll stick around from if you wanna watch Lewis to podium interviews. See ya.
Yeah, see ya. All on my own again. Jay Marsh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, T. Jonas. Well done on the race win. We're just waiting to see if your teammate will join. Do you know if he will or not?
Don't think so.
Okay. So, podium interviews here now for the top two drivers. Well, P1 and P3. I know. P1 and P3. The race winner T. Jonas and P3 J. Marsh. Start with you, J. Marsh. Obviously, very good race. I gave you driver of the day as you had the spin at the start, and then looked like you went off, made contact with the wall and came out behind DB and AG. Can you comment on what happened at the start? Was there contact between you and AG or the other?
Yeah. So I had pretty clean run into turn one. On the exit, I see AG and I don't know who it was, someone else.
Yeah.
Off on the side. AG's on the left-hand side. I'm nowhere near hitting him. Car's coming past. He literally reverses straight into me. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Really messed me up, sent me backwards, I think. And then obviously later on, I messed up. Obviously, I was still feeling the emotions of turn one. I went down the escape rope, but it all worked out in the end. So.
Yeah, obviously, well done on the podium. Very good comeback. So obviously, starting P8, what happened in qualifying? Did you make a few mistakes, or was it just just bad lap?
Well, I thought I had more grip than I did. So in turn one, I almost went backwards like I did in the race, just without getting hit. Must have probably lost all that time. For the rest of the lap, I felt really quick. If I wouldn't have had that mistake, I think I could have been up there. and then avoided all my other mistakes. But yeah, it is what it is, and get the mistakes out of the way.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to the race winner, T. Jonas. Well done on the win. Just want to ask you, obviously after the safety car you had a commanding lead. After that nobody seemed to be able to get near you, let alone try to overtake you. Obviously Lorenzo Racer getting the drive-through penalty, and also spinning after the restart. Just want to ask, like, how does it feel to get like your first race win in Division 2?
It feels good. I mean, it was just a matter of getting the car to the finish line without any damage. So that was just what was going through my mind, was just to drive consistently and get the car to the finish line.
Yeah, I don't think I can fault you on this race, if I'm honest. Obviously starting quite far back on the grid. I think you were the biggest winner off the start. There. So see, very commanding race to get back to where you were. Frederikas has decided to join us, so I'll get on to him in a second. So yeah, obviously well done for the race win. Hopefully you can convert that into tomorrow's race in Div 1, and hopefully come back again next week to win, maybe get another race win next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Frederikas, P2.
Hi.
Happy with that result?
Yeah, quite happy. Started off great, but then got some wing damage, so I had to go pit early. And then when the safety car came out, I wasn't sure.
No, don't do it for Div 1 tomorrow. Emoji happy tears.
But I decided to go for super soft, so it went, like the way I wanted it.
Yeah. Let's see. Good start. I think it was you that tried to dive down Lorenzo's. No, that was not you. That was Fruit Loop. Sorry, that was
not on the first lap.
Yeah, no. Yeah, obviously, once again, I don't think there was anything at fault. I think the safety car really did help you there in that race. But well done on the that is your first podium in
It's
division.
my third podium, actually.
Third
At least for this season, I've been on the podium every race. So
seem to be getting everything wrong. Anyway,
all good.
we're gonna wrap this up now. Very entertaining race here in Baku for round 3 of New Horizons Division 2. I've been your host, Blazed. Hopefully we'll have Connor back next week, and well done to you three for your phenomenal drive, and see you next week for round 4.